All right, guys, we are 2 weeks in to 2021, and I hope you are doing a really good job keeping those resolutions. As always, we're going to grab our Bibles because we're going to look in another book in the New Testament this week to continue our series, Rules on Life, and learning more about responsibility. So grab those Bibles and we'll get started in a couple minutes. What's up? Hey, you don't have to sing the song. You already have your own theme song. Oh my gosh. It is Fun with Phil. We're so excited to be here. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year. Fun with Vader instead. Close up.
Nice. Well, hi guys. How are you? I know we're already a year into the new year, but we figured we'd do a New Year's game. We're already a year into the new... Someone please come get 2021. I'm over it. I'm just kidding.
Should we start over? Anyway, hey, we're gonna play a game. It's called,
Would you rather?
Yeah.
Would you rather? We're gonna learn a little bit more
Sure.
about each other and you guys, and I'm kind of excited. Well, you're gonna learn about us.
I'm not excited. I'm thrilled.
Thrilled. Great word. Great word. All right, you ready to jump into it?
I don't have the right shoes on for
Oh,
jumping.
okay. Are you ready to answer?
Dive in?
Yeah.
I don't have my goggles either. We need a new verb.
Catchphrase.
Are you ready to elephant your way into this? What does that mean? Who knows? Let's see. Okay, are we
Yeah.
starting?
Yeah.
Oh,
Question number
okay.
1. Go ahead.
Would you rather share with your neighbor? What? Okay. Okay.
Like
Would you
share
rather?
with your neighbor. Yeah.
Would you rather clean up confetti in Times Square, or clean up after zoo animals? How many zoo animals?
All the zoo animals. So if you
All
went
the
to
zoo
like the
animals.
Philadelphia Zoo, you would clean up the zoo animals.
Let's clean up after. That
After.
probably means picking up
Poop.
the doo-doo.
The doo-doo. But do you get like a pooper scooper? Do you get like a shovel? I have follow-up questions.
I have an answer to this, and it's going to be surprising. I'm going to clean it after zoo animals.
Really?
Yeah. You've been to New York City.
New York City is pretty nasty, but here's the
Especially
thing.
after been having a grand old time at Times Square.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, this year, I would have done it because there was nobody in Times Square except for those little, like, blow-up people. You know what I'm talking about? So it would have been way easier to clean. And I grew up with horses, and I really don't want to clean up more poop.
Fun fact, my previous job was... One aspect of my previous job was dealing with
Human
the doo-doo system on ships. So I have found a way to mentally block out what I'm doing as I'm doing it. And it's called nose plugs. No. I think it's a small confined space, several small confined spaces, and
So it's easy to scoop.
and you get to hang out with
That's true.
lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! So why would you not do that? Instead, go to New York City, where
'Cause you
people
get to
are
use
pushing
a
you out of the
leaf
way
blower.
while you're just trying to pick up. Do you know how hard it is to pick up confetti? It's hard, especially from a road. It's not fun. Poop from zoo animals. Done.
Well, you learned a little bit about Phil. Okay, question.
Also, who do you think picks up his poop? That would be us.
No, yeah,
That would
we
be
do that
us.
equally for the record.
I pick up poop 2 to 3 times a day, don't I, Vader? Yeah. Yeah. I'm already used to it. Hey, next question, please.
Next question. Would you rather give up Netflix for 1 year or give up Snapchat for 1 year?
Gee, I wonder what we're gonna pick.
Yeah, I know.
Neither of us actually really uses Snapchat, except for I have one coworker group chat, and you have
One friend
one,
that I Snapchat
one
with.
friend that you Snapchat.
One. So, Snapchat. That's an easy one.
Snapchat, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you can do that on all the other social media, so. Like our 4-5 Instagram.
Also, Disney Plus is better anyway, so I could easily see giving up Netflix too, but that's just me. Shout out to The Mandalorian. Am I right, kids? Yeah, you know. Post in the comments if the theme for The Mandalorian played in your head after I said that. Next! Let's go!
Question number 3. Hit us with it.
Be twice as fast as you were last year or twice as strong?
Ooh, are you like quick or are you just like buff? Like you could lift a car or you could outrun a car. This one's hard. Me? You want me to go first?
I went first last time.
I think strong. I just like being strong, and then you could like show off and be like, look how strong I am, and I could lift like the 4-5 stage. You know, just I don't know. I just like being strong. Fast, I have not a good track record with running or like things. I sprain my ankles very easily, so running, I feel like if I could run faster than I could run now, it would just be more disastrous. Is that fair?
You moving twice as fast would be disastrous. Yes, I agree with that. I would say strength as well, just because the things I'm interested in are mostly strength based, not speed based. So.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of those guys though, like all the 4-5 kiddos, like
fast.
Fast. Yeah, they
Fast.
definitely would rather be fast.
Got some flashes.
Especially when like you're young, you could like juke somebody with basketball and all that stuff.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Then you get older, like us children, and if you do that, you like break something. So you know.
Banjo-Kazooie when they've collected the golden feather.
Sure, that works. Okay, 2 more questions.
Would you rather share with your neighbor? Wait, we already. Nope.
You don't have to read that.
Would you rather eat 12 raw onions at midnight or eat 12 chocolate-covered earthworms at midnight?
Ugh. Okay, one brings a lot of tears, and one brings a lot of grit.
So, fun fact number 2 of the day, Miss Janelle is allergic to onions.
I am allergic to onions, so I'm gonna have to go with slimy worms because I don't want to die in the new year.
I'm gonna go with worms too because onions are like massive, and eating 12 of those things that aren't chocolate covered versus 12
raw onions, yeah,
earthworms, which I've heard have a lot of protein. So
the
Simba ate the worms. Why can't we? That's all I'm saying.
Yes, that's also a reason I wouldn't choose onions even if I wasn't allergic to them. That just does not sound appealing. Yeah. I'd rather eat worms. Like fish. If fish can eat worms, why can't we?
Exactly. You know what they say about don't do that. You know what they say about eating bugs? It's slimy yet satisfying. It's also the Lion King.
Protein.
Hey! Protein.
This video is not sponsored by the Lion King. Okay, last one. Here we go. Would you rather live this past year over again or skip ahead 10 years? Ooh. So this is like super effective for us. Do we want to live in 2020 again? Or do we want to skip ahead 10 years, which would be 2031?
We need to establish a ground rule, though.
Okay.
Would we age 10 years? Would you age 10 years? Would a 7-year-old now be 17? Would I now be 4? And would you be 38?
Because that does matter. That does matter because it's a different lifestyle. So, first of all, my first thought is no, because you skip. So you're where you are now, and then the clock strikes midnight, and you're 10 years. You know what I mean? There's no like gradually going. So I would say you are the age you are now. So a lot of you would be, let's see, 19. A lot of you would be 18.
So
some of you would be 20, which is crazy.
So Doc Brown stops by and says, "Kids, we've gotta go!" And we jump in his time-traveling DeLorean, and either we go, your parents are gonna get this, but you guys have it.
It's alright, ask him to watch Back to the Future.
You either gonna go back 1 year and he's gonna drop you off and leave you there, or we go into the future 10 years.
Which means you relive last year, but you're the age you are now.
Or do you just have to live the
So
year?
you get really your 10th birthday or your 9th birthday again, but you're now a year older.
Either way, I'm going to say live the past year over again. Because I think that I have the ability to see some good that came out of this last year. And 10 years is a long time to skip.
Yeah.
I mean, even if we're not changing age, a lot happens in 10 years.
Yeah,
So-
I was gonna say, like, for me, I would say the same thing. And I bet you guys might say the same thing. It might be different, but you grow up a lot and they would miss all of their high school, all of your middle school. That's crazy. I would miss, like, my 30s, which, whatever.
Just jump straight into your 40s.
Yeah, but I feel like the 10 years is a really long time. Plus, 2020 wasn't as bad as we thought it was. There were, some weird moments, but in 2020, you got fun with Phil, so that was a plus.
Is that right? Oh, that was. This was born kids. You would get to relive the gloriousness
Of 20.
of Miss Janelle and Mr. Phil bringing smiles to your faces on a weekly basis. Who wouldn't want that?
Who wouldn't want that?
Who wouldn't want that? And
And you
Vader.
would miss it. You would miss it for 10 years. So you're welcome.
Who knows if we'll be around in 10 years? I mean, we'll be alive. Who knows if we'll be doing fun with Phil in 10 years? We don't know.
That would be really funny, and that would be a lot. It would be a lot, but it'd be great. So, yes, I think we both said we'll live 1 year back. So we're curious. I'm going to put one more question on our Instagram. It's going to go up there on Tuesday. So make sure to check that out. Answer the question. Maybe we'll give you a shout out next time. I think we should give him a shout out next time.
I feel like we were supposed to give someone a shout out last time.
Well,
But
we
forgot.
shout out you if we forgot to shout out you.
Shout out to you, Jen. And Michael. I don't know.
Okay, that's all we have this week with Fun with Phil. We will see you next week. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
My heart was captured, sin held me captive. Now 'cause of you, God, I'm set free. I feel like dancing, I can't help moving. I got this crazy joy creeping up in me. Whoa, let's wake the city up. Whoa, when the crowds go home and the hype dies down, we will sing 'cause we're unashamed. Just like Paul and Silas, when I stay quiet, whenever we praise, we sing with voices of freedom. We sing with voices of freedom. We sing with voices of freedom. You give me purpose, you keep your promise. I hear your spirit call to me to be the difference, to live for Jesus, to shine a light now for all to see. Whoa, let's wake the city up. Whoa, when the crowds go home and the hype dies down, we will sing 'cause we're unashamed. Just like Paul and Silas, when I stay quiet, whenever we praise, we sing with voices of freedom. the moment. We'll sing with voices of freedom. When the crowds go home and the hype dies down, we will sing 'cause we're unashamed. Just like Paul and Silas, we're not staying quiet whenever we praise. We sing with voices of freedom. When the crowds go home and the hype dies down, we will sing 'cause we're unashamed. Just like Paul and Silas, we're not staying quiet whenever we praise. We sing with voices of freedom. We sing with voices of freedom. We sing with voices of freedom. We sing with voices of freedom.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for another round of life-size Hungry Hippos? Let's bring out our players.
Woo! I want you. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bing bong.
Players, take your positions.
I'm ready. You ready, chicken?
All right, here we go, Panda. Show them what we're made of.
Oh yeah, that's good center of gravity.
Get ready. Get set. Go!
Gotcha. Ha! Yes! Yes! All of them. Mine, not
And
yours.
they're
I am
grabbing
better.
the spheres.
I am superior. You are not. Oh,
Steven's
look at
looking
that.
like he's
That's
ahead.
extra point.
Oh,
Wait, give me that
Lawson's
one.
really moving
Defense
across the
championships.
floor.
Come on, here we go. Come on.
They're neck and neck.
Soccer ball, chicken. Ah,
And
you on the right. Go.
all the way across the floor, the Panda's really raking him across the coals. Steven's moving for the last big one.
I got the big ball. Basketball, basketball, basketball. Yeah. You got the. Where was that one? I didn't see.
Steven wins.
That's not fair. I didn't even see the big one. Fine. Look at that. I'll spot you a point. You can have that one.
May
I
the
didn't
best
want it
man
anyway.
win, 'cause he won.
That's a good one. Okay,
What's next?
what's up?
Now it's time for life-size Jumanji.
Nope, I'm out.
Hey everybody, I'm Lawson.
And I'm Steven. Welcome to the So-and-So Show. Oh, well, look at that. A comic book falling from the sky. It's a literary miracle. Yeah, more like a out-of-control comic book collection.
What? No. Don't say that. They'll hear you.
Who? The drawings? Okay, seriously, Lawson, can you please explain what's going on here?
What? A guy can't like comics?
This is not liking comics. This is preventing us from being able to do literally anything on the show today.
Not true.
Look, these comics are all the same. It
Yeah, Frog Defenders of Saturn, issue number 106.
says 109.
It's a misprint, and that's what makes it more valuable.
Wait a minute, are you telling me that all of these are Frog Defenders of Saturn issue 109?
106.
Why?
Because they're mine, Steven. They're all mine.
But if they're all yours, that means nobody else can have one.
Precisely.
How much did all this cost you?
A lot.
And you think this is a wise investment?
Oh yeah, no, my investment coach is completely on board with my fiscal choices.
What? How do you know the word fiscal? And also, your investment coach?
Yes. Why don't you welcome someone who knows stuff? Welcome to the show, Mr. Moneybags.
Hello there, Lawson. Greetings, Stephen.
Hello, Mr.
Mr.
Money.
Moneybags, that is correct. I love money.
You ever play Monopoly?
Oh, I love having monopolies.
Oh. Okay, well, we know who you are, so why don't you tell us what you know?
Oh, of course, it's all in the name, my boy. It's all in the name.
That's my friend.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
I know money! Bags and bags of money. With money, anything you want is yours for the taking, and for the keeping. Remember that, Lawson, my boy?
Exactly, right, yes, and I've been applying what you taught me to my comic book collection.
Ooh.
All for me, yes, it's true, I want all the comics, show, oh, well, for you.
Ah, bravo, bravo.
Well, that doesn't seem very nice.
Lawson, whenever a friend asks me for a favor, do you know what I tell them?
Oh, yeah, I know this one. You say,
I tell them no. All right? I tell them no. You don't need friends or favors in this life. Remember that all you need is pennies, quarters, and dollar bills raining from the sky. Those are your real friends.
but you do have friends that are real people, though, right? Right.
Oh, of course I do. Of course I do. If you consider Mr. Franklin and Mr. Hamilton. Oh, hello there, Mr. Hamilton. Oh, you're looking mighty green today. Well, thank you, Mr. Franklin. Oh, I'll take that as a compliment.
Is this my future?
Oh, by the way, thank you for inventing electricity. Oh, yes, of course. Oh, and thank you for not throwing away your opportunity.
Okay, it's Bible story time with Kellen.
I need more of these.
Hey guys.
Hey, Kellen. Hey, Kellen, what do you have for us today?
Well, today we're looking at a parable that Jesus taught, sometimes called the parable of the rich fool.
Did somebody say rich?
Yeah, I did, Mr.
Mr. Archibald Moneybags, son. Mr. Archibald Moneybags. But you may call me Mr. Moneybags.
Okay, Mr. Moneybags. Clearly you're rich, but the person in the story was also a...
Oh, no. I'd be happy to help you tell your little story there, son. And, mark my words, you won't regret it.
Oh, boy. Well, anyway, a parable, if you didn't know, is a story that has a lesson at the end. Jesus used stories sometimes to help people see what he was talking about in different ways. On this occasion, Jesus was teaching when someone said, "Teacher, tell my brother to give me half the stuff that belongs to our family." Now, they must have been having an argument over something about like who has the most stuff. So Jesus said, "Watch out. Be on your guard against wanting to have more and more things. Life is not made up of how much a person has." Then Jesus tells them a story. There once was a rich man.
Boo-yay! Oh, I will add this to the 25 smackaroos I won in that beauty contest.
One year, his land produced a very large crop.
Look at all of my crops. Stupendous. But what should I do? I don't have anywhere to store all of these crops. And there is no way I could use all of these crops in just one season all by myself. What to do? What to do? Light bulb! I will take all of my barns and tear them down. Wait for it. Tear them down. But then build bigger ones. And then I will store all of my crops in these newer, larger barns. Ooh. You know, I have plenty of crops, and these crops are going to last me for a long time. I mean, many, many years long time. So I should probably just take life a little easy. I suppose I'll just eat and drink and have a really good time.
But God said to him,
"You foolish man, tonight I will take your life away from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself?"
No! Oh, my corn! Ah! Now there's so many bulls! Ah!
To be clear, there were no, and I repeat, no inflatable kiddie pools in Jesus' story. But the rich man did die, and he never got to enjoy all the crops he had stored away for himself. Then Jesus said, that is how it will be for whoever stores things away for themselves, but is not rich in the sight of God. The end.
Wow. That was quite the ending.
Yeah, I think the point Jesus was trying to make is that we only have so much time here on earth. Do we want to spend it caring about all the stuff we have? Or do we want to spend our time caring for the people we love?
Yeah. Instead of keeping all the crops to himself, the rich guy could have shared with the people around him.
And I think that's what Jesus meant when he said we should be rich in the sight of God.
I think you're right. And that sounds like my job is done here. I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Kellen.
Bye, Kellen. Steven,
Yes, Lawson.
I think I might be hoarding comic books.
Might be.
I don't want to die like the rich fool in Jesus' story. I don't want to end up friendless and alone.
I'm your friend.
Not now, Steven. I have to do something. What should I do? What should I do? I don't... The light bulb. Reveal the question.
What do you have that you can share?
Comic books.
Yeah.
I have so many. You get a comic. You get a comic. You get a comic. You get a comic.
Lawson?
You get a comic.
Thank you.
What do you have that you could share? Could be stuff you have, or you could share your time or your talents.
It's our responsibility to share what we have, and it's one of our rules for life. Share what you have.
Talk about what you have to share with each other.
And we'll see you next week. I'm Steven.
And I'm Lawson.
And this was the So-and-So Show.
Bow, 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 bow.
Hello? It's not about money anymore for me. No, not at all. I'm going to share from now on. Yes. Sharing is caring. I'm going to change my name even. They changed my name. It's not Mr. Moneybags anymore. No. See? It's gone. In fact, my name is Mr. Empty Pockets. That's right. I'm Mr. Empty Pockets now because I give away so much money that my pockets are empty. Hello?
Well, we heard from some new people this week, Lawson and Steven. They seem actually pretty fun. I'm probably sure that John and Brandon are on vacation. A well-deserved one. Wouldn't you agree? They were talking all this week about money and stuff. And Lawson had all of these comic books, which are great, but not great. And you guys can probably relate to this because you got so much stuff around Christmas and it's so great, but it's so overwhelming at the same time. And they talked about money. Now, I know as your age, you probably don't have to worry as much about money, but I want you to think of it in regards of stuff. How much stuff can you accumulate? And when we look at the Bible stories today in the book of Luke, that's right, we're going to the book of Luke in the New Testament. It's all about this parable. And a parable is a story that Jesus tells us with a lesson at the end. And I don't know about you, but I learned this way the best. So listening to this story was very important to me. And it talks about this guy who just saved up so much stuff, literally so much stuff. And then he sat there and just sat in all the stuff. Anybody do that? You know, you're sitting at Christmas morning with all this stuff surrounded to you. Now, I'll remind you, some of this isn't bad, but at the very end, he dies. This stuff is just there. It's just there. I love what it says in Luke 12. So if you have your Bibles, grab those with me. We're going to Luke 12, verse 15. And this is what Jesus said at the very beginning of the parable, but it's still important at the end. He said, "Watch out, be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions." Be on your guard against all types of greed. See, we can become greedy with food or toys or our time, or our attitudes, right? Sometimes we can be greedy with who we are. And we're talking all about responsibility. Last week, we talked all about loving others, and this is an extension of that. How can we love others, right? Maybe you got a bunch of new Christmas toys this year, and that's amazing. But you don't need some of the stuff that you had from last year or the year before that. Maybe you can give that away because, like the guy in the parable, you're just going to be sitting there with it when it could be loved or used by somebody else. So if we love our neighbors as ourselves, right? And we don't fall into the greedy trap of this is mine or this is my time, and we use it to love others and share with others, that can be some of the greatest examples of Jesus to other people. Our key question this week is, what do you have that you can share? What do you have that you can share? I mean, time, money, maybe you have an allowance, maybe it's toys, maybe it's Jesus that you share with others. I'm not going to answer that for you because I want you to think about that yourself. Maybe pull out a journal, write it down on a piece of paper. Maybe you're in your room right now and you can turn around and look at all your toys or stuff that you have that you could give to others that will be meaningful and help people learn about Jesus. Well, that is week 2 in our series, Rules for Life. We will continue next week, and hopefully I'll see you in person. And if not, I'll see you here virtually. Bye, guys.